It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the new...
You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter. And they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many...
Kate is definitely experienced. Two guys who've been through the season several times over. Have seen a lot at this point in their career and been through quite a bit on...
To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. Leading them out in year 11. He's
a lot of games and a whole lot of numbers as a starter each and every season. He's just got a lightning quick release. I love watching him throw a football, but he's not gotten a lot of chances at postseason moments. In time, well, time is not on his side.
Looking to throw right away. Connects with Johnson. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take a 6-0 lead right away. Almost feel bad for those fans who went to get food before finding their seats here, Brock. While they're waiting in line, got a touchdown on the first play from scrimmage.
I got a sense a few of them were scooting towards the tunnel to see what the roar was all about.
Yep.
Just like this guy scooted for the explosive touchdown.
Blake Groupie to try the extra point. That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. This return starts at the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by a QB coming into his 5th NFL season out of Oklahoma. It's Jalen Hurts.
The biggest mistake he can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's got Devontae Smith. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They go to Barkley again. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
The Saints add a 5th defensive back here. 3rd down coming up. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints take possession just shy of midfield following the interception and the lengthy return. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Carr here from the gun. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense more often than not leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. We step aside. First and 10 now from the 30. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And this one doesn't go far. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 30. 1st down, a run with Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's another carry for Barkley. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them are just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 41. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. He'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Just 1 yard there. Now a tough call to make on 4th and short inside of field goal range. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got a 4th and maybe a yard. We'll see what they do. They'll run for it with Barkley. And they take him down right along the 30. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion.
4th down, pressure on him. He was not backing down for a second. Nice effort to carry the rock. More importantly, for his offense to get a 1st down.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 28. He's got Smith. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Here's Saquon. Makes a cut to the right sideline. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They're going to run with Barkley. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Eagles start to fight back with their first points of this game. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. That one right down the middle. And we're all tied up. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Throwing on first down, it's Carr. Looking right, and he brings it in. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the shotgun, Carr. This is reeled in by Kamara. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Throwing his car. Rifles it, and it's caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10 from the 41. Throwing again, it's Carr. No hesitation, and that one's caught. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Still sticking with the passing game. Quick hitter complete. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 43. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down, ball at the 36. They are throwing it again. He finds Johnson. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does 2 things. Number 1, it strikes fear in the defense, and number 2, you gain respect of your teammates.
2nd and 3. That's caught by Chris Olave. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. They'll come up 1st and 10. Now Carr. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Pistol snap to Carr. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints get some late points and the lead. Chris Olave with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Group B to try the point after. That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch your breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down throwing for Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First and 10. Here's Hurts. He's got it. Room to run. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Well, this is the type of game.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Hurts now from the gun. Doesn't make the connection. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Hurts throwing again. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 28 out of that play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Hurts. Able to find Dotson here. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4. They run it with Saquon. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 5. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across. But there was no overcoming a front, just as equally motivated to get off the field.
It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, I know you can read your partner right now, Kate. You know I'm smiling. Because that was a callback to the early days of football when fullbacks, not running backs, they were the one that led the ground game. He didn't stop at a yard or two, He ripped off a nice chunk for them right there.
So we're at halftime here in beautiful New Orleans, and it's the Saints who've got the lead as we head to the break. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. For the Saints, this is why they signed him. They got a strong performance from their quarterback, Derek Carr. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes, as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Philadelphia has its offense out to start this 3rd quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Bronx. See if they can attack that deficit. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. Over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. Short pass caught by his tight end. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. A play fake now Hurts to throw. That pass complete to Goddard. It goes as a pickup of 37 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. To the ground with Barkley. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Now Hurts. The throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Hurts to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. And now they're left with 4th and short.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on to a well-placed hit like that one.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running back, motioning right. Throwing on 1st down. It's Carr. He's going to push one. He's got it. It's complete. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints push their lead further to start the half. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Group B to try the point after. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Fielded at the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hurts looking to throw. This finds Smith. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st down, ball at the 36. Running is Barkley. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 41.
A little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's Hurts. No hesitation, and that one's caught. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Into the secondary past the 40. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. This one finds Goddard. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing here hurts. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Going power with a big tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Well, Brock, not sure the play they were running was all that disguised, but with the personnel they had out there, it was going to be tough to stop him either way.
Yeah, there's a great debate. Is it the X's and O's or the Jimmies and Joes?
Yep.
No debate there. That was the Jimmies and the Joes in their want-to run it right down their throat.
Eagles offense staying out there. They're going for 2. Trying for it on the ground. And he stopped short of that goal line. That would have made it a field goal game, but instead the deficit remains at 5. That came right up to the doorstep of success. Nice play, though, to make some contact and stop him a yard shy of the conversion.
Yeah, these defenders, they just want to get to that next play. After you give them a touchdown, even if it's not their fault, right? Snap and clear. And that hyper-focus and extra motivation led them to sniffing out that call and being able to react just in the nick of time.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Here's a return from the 7. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Saints and Derek Carr about ready to get back to work. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. First and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Carr. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Back to the air, Carr. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Carr here from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. The Eagles returning their offense and this running back to the field. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Eagles will take possession. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They go with Barkley here. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Hurts setting up to throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
3rd and just 2 to go. Hurts now from the gun. And his short game gets them a new set of downs. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. We're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. He's got Smith. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Taken in by Smith. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
All set up now for 1st and 10. A give to Barkley. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Colson-Adimo's got it. And the Saints get it back up close to their 40 as he's finally tracked down after that return. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the shotgun, Carr. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. This is complete to Olave. And he's brought down after a short gain.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
And the Birds bring out the nickel look. 3rd down coming up. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 3rd down.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Back to throw it. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Punt team on the field. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. No return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. Completed left side to Smith. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 2nd and 3 now. Throwing now. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Willie Gay with the pick. And the Saints make the play that should win them this game. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. it's going to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
The Saints and Chris Olave ready to take over once again on offense. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. And they'll kneel this down. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
And he's going to take a knee.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
And this should just about do it, Brock. One last kneel down to run out these final seconds.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Here's an important kick now for Blake Grupe. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
Return starts from the goal line. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. So fans starting to stream from the Superdome to the French Quarter as it's a win for the Saints. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.